Hey y'all, it's American Mom. I just watched episode 12. Really good, solid episode. The smoke monster pardoned Benjamin Linus, but he is left with a lot of guilt over Alex's death. And she appeared to him through this smoke monster situation and told him he needs to do everything Locke says. And if he doesn't, she'll come back and make him sorry or kill him, or it threatened him, basically. And then she disappeared. So as much as we know that Benjamin hates having to rely on Locke to find out like what's next, and he doesn't really know all the time what's going on, he's going to have to do what he says. Benjamin, you're not in charge anymore. I really need Locke to figure out this 30-year difference thing so that Sun and Jen reunite. And we reunite with the others too, obviously. But he told her, he said, I will help you find him. We'll do it. And she needs to just trust Locke. And I hope Benjamin just keeps his mouth shut because we don't need his input. I think John is going to be the one that helps her find Jen in the 70s. No problem. Very glad that Desmond and Penny and little Charlie are okay. I hope that Benjamin is not going to try that anymore. Remember when Desmond walked out before we all went back to the island, he walked out of that room with Eloise in there. And he said, he wasn't going back to the island. And she said, well, the island isn't finished with you yet. So I keep wondering, is he going to have to go back at some point? Like, what did she mean by that? But anyway, I'm ready to see what happens next. So let's do this.
Comes fully equipped.
316.
Hey, no running. You hear me, Miles?
Miles, okay. I was like, that can't be Jen because Jen was in Korea. And this lady's his mother and speaking English. Okay. Here's where he figures out he has powers.
He was all alone. He was scared. His chest hurt. He kept calling out for Kimberly.
Kimberly? That's his wife.
He's still talking right now.
Honey. He's dead.
I told you. I can hear him. I can hear him.
Oh.
Just erase number 4. And if anyone asks, I'm off the grid. I'm looking for the escaped hostile.
You mean your pal, Saeed?
Damn it, Miles, you gonna help me or not? Yeah, I got it.
Oh.
Where's LaFleur?
Shit.
He's out looking for the escaped prisoner. I tried to get him on his walkie, but...
He must be out of range. Damn it. All right,
Get the tape.
Then it's gonna have to be you.
What?
I need you to take this out to Radzinski at grid 334. He's gonna give you something in return. I want you to bring it back to me with no questions asked. Welcome to the circle of trust.
Get the tape.
He fell into a ditch. Is that a bullet hole in his head?
The ditch had a gun.
It doesn't matter what happened to him, because knowing that is not your job. Your job is to do what I tell you to.
Take him back to Horace now, Miles.
Oh. Pause. I just want to say what I think is going to happen before it happens. And then I might be wrong. But because we know Miles talks to dead people and sees things and all that, he's in the van right now with a dead body. He's going to hear through this dead person what really happened. And he's not supposed to know everything. And it's going to be something that, right? Have I figured that out? I'm a detective. All right. Play. He's already snooping.
Okay. So what really happened?
I didn't know he was going to just come out and ask him. Well, I could have waited another 20 seconds, but I could foresee it because of the beginning. Oh, he started out hearing dead people at a young age. That's his mom.
Ma?
Oh, she looks unrecognizable.
It's me.
Oh.
I need you to tell me why I'm this way. How I do the things I do. And I need to know why you won't talk to me about my father.
Because he never cared about us. He didn't want anything to do with us. So the less you knew about him, the better.
Is that true?
Your dad has been dead a long time.
He's gonna find his dad
Where's his body?
and talk to him.
Somewhere you could never go.
How does Miles end up on the island? She said you can't go where your father
What are you
is.
doing? That's my van.
Is that the island?
Dude, I just signed it out. Doesn't matter. It's mine.
Well, where are you going?
The Orchid.
Me too. I made lunch for the crew. Sandwiches. Want one? Dude, did you just, you know,
What?
you know,
No, it's a dead body.
it stinks. Did you?
No.
Well, it wasn't me.
So roll down your window.
Hugo can't keep a secret. He's like Kate.
Dude, there's a body bag back here with a body in it.
That's traditionally what you put in a body bag.
Yeah, well, who is he? What happened? Dude, what happened to him?
His name's Alvarez. He was digging a hole and thinking about some chick named Andrea. Then he felt a sharp pain in his mouth, which turned out to be a filling from his tooth being yanked right out of its socket and blowing through his brain. Then he was dead.
How does a feeling get blown through someone's head?
Got me. Can we go now?
How do you know all this?
Because I know.
Yeah, but how do you know what he was thinking?
I just know.
You can talk to dead people. Don't worry, dude. Your secret's safe with me. You wanna know why?
No?
Because I can talk to him, too.
I thought Hurley already knew about Miles. I thought everybody knew he did that. He's from Breaking Bad,
How was that?
which I can't continue to watch
Your
anymore.
son buried.
It's a pretty general answer for a lot of money.
Excuse me. Miles Strom.
Yeah.
Naomi.
My name's Naomi Dorrit.
You know, I'm sure things are gonna work out.
She's gonna say something, isn't she?
What do you mean? A feeling?
I just don't think that you should give up hope.
You want to help, Kate? Why don't you just mind your own business?
She can't. And you're a much better liar than that. So I don't know what you were hesitating for and acting.
You actually see them.
Of course, why wouldn't I?
Because that's not how it works.
Aha! You wouldn't know how it works unless you can do it.
What I can do has nothing to do with chatting with ghosts, you nitwit. It's a feeling.
You're just jealous my power is better than yours.
We're here.
Now it's a
Shut the
competition.
hell up and deliver your damn sandwiches.
Deliver your damn sandwiches. Oh, what's gonna happen? Something's gonna happen here. Hurry up and shut the van. Shut it!
What's he doing here? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone about the body. He knows?
I'm sorry, sir. He was rooting around in the back and he saw it.
Dude, I can keep a secret. Well, you'd better, Hurley. Because if you think working in the kitchen is bad... I like the kitchen. You think you can handle that?
Yes, sir.
What if that's his dad? And he's not dead.
That douche is my dad.
Are you serious? I'm y'all's
You did say you
leader.
were taking me out to dinner.
No, I said I was taking you to a restaurant.
Empty graves. A purchase order for an old airplane.
Plane crash.
And as this man is the one responsible for their being deceased, we believe they can supply invaluable information as to his whereabouts.
Benjamin Linus. No, you'd end up going.
My employer is willing to pay you $1.6 million.
Holy hell.
When do we leave?
Why didn't you say so, Naomi?
Well, if you didn't want to talk about it, why'd you tell me? How long have you known he was your dad?
Third day we were here, I was online at the cafeteria and my mother got in line behind me. That was my first clue.
Hurley, you say a word. Full of her poop, got it.
Full of her poop, got it.
What happened to the body?
What body?
Fine.
I'm beginning to think that she's got something to do with this. I should go to Horace.
It's given you a very good excuse to go out and get drunk. Maybe that's put some crazy ideas into your head. I know that woman, Kate. She's my friend. She would never do anything to hurt your son.
It's
He's
classified.
gonna say, do you have any kids?
Oh, really? You can't tell anyone? Not even your wife?
No.
What about your kids?
I have a 3-month-old son, so no, I haven't told him.
3 months. Wow, congrats. What's his name?
Miles.
Small world. That's your name too, right, Miles?
Yeah?
Get together for a beer sometime. How awesome would that be?
He can't help himself.
Stop here.
Oh my what?
What's the serial number that goes on the hatch lid?
48. $15. 16. 23. Hold on a minute, it's smudged.
42.
42.
How the hell did you know that? Because they're building our hatch.
What hatch?
The one that crashed our plane.
Yep. God. That is the one that it should be a lot deeper than that, no?
And my friend, you do not want to get on that boat. Do you know what lies in the shadow of the statue?
That's what they asked in the beginning.
Can't say that I do.
Then you're not ready to go to that island. But if you come with us, all those things you've spent your life trying to find out, you'll know.
You'll know who you are, Miles.
Why it is you have a gift.
And most of all,
You'll know about your father.
you're playing for the wrong team.
Yeah? What team are you on?
The one that's gonna win.
We've heard that before as well. The side that's going to lose, the side that's going to win. He was warned.
I was thinking me, but he was totally down for that beer, dude. You know, maybe he'll let you hold baby you, or you can change your own diaper.
Oh. Listen up. I never knew him until now. Why am I even telling you this?
Because you're in pain and you need to let it out.
I'm not in pain.
I'm running Empire Strikes Back.
I'm sorry, what?
It's 1977, right? So Star Wars just came out. And pretty soon George Lucas is going to be looking for a sequel. I've seen Empire like 200 times, so I figured make life easier and send him the script. With a couple improvements.
That has got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, yeah? Well, at least I'm not scared to talk to my own dad.
Her heart was in the right place.
Yeah, well, where was her head?
I had a talk with Roger. I don't think he's going to say anything to anyone for now.
I know who took the kid.
Yeah, who's that?
You. I'd give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Get some rope.
If you needed your son to know that you loved him, you should have told him when he was still alive.
Now how can he see himself? See? Aww.
Miles, I need you.
You do?
McFly!
Dan. Hey, Miles. Long time no see.
Okay, I enjoyed that episode a lot. I totally threw that out there about Miles and boring video man being father and son. But they just, when they were like beside each other, I was like, they look alike. You know, he said, where's his body? And she was like, you don't need to find where his body is because you, how'd she say it? You should never go there or you won't be able to get there or something like that. That's what made me think of the island. Y'all, if I throw out enough stuff, I'm going to be right. So just let me do it. Now, this is what I was confused about before. And I know a lot of y'all roll your eyes like, there she goes again. I was curious when we found out episodes ago that, you know, half the island was in the 70s and half the island was now. I thought maybe Ben was going to run into himself. And it was like, oh, Mom, really? And I thought, well, you know, possible? No? But yes, Miles is standing outside of his house on the island when they lived there. And his father is holding him as a 3-month-old baby. And he's looking at it. So it's possible. This island is freaky. Now, his mom left that part out, that they lived on this island and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and say she's leaving out big chunks of what she said to Miles. Like, okay, you know, he's dead now, but maybe he didn't leave them. Maybe she'd had enough of the island and she took Miles away from the island and they left him. And then she just ended up telling Miles, he's not a part of our life. You know, we're not, you know, he's dead. He left us and just fed him a bunch of BS. That's what I think happened, because that's possible. Then he just grows up hearing Dad was never around, didn't care about where I was. I never knew him, never had a conversation, don't really care. But Hurley was like, well, if you don't care, you know, why'd you bring it up? Why, you know, and it's true. So he does care. He's hurt. I think he will get to know this doctor, his father, as an adult and maybe really see what happened. I thought it was really neat. And the conversations that he and Hurley had in this episode, they were really good. I can't include them all, but I will try and just, you know, pick and choose and put as many as I can into this episode because there was a lot going on. Little Linus is with the others. Roger questioned where his son was, you know, because he saw that the hospital bed was empty. Kate just has to go overboard. You think she could lie better than this? I mean, she used to do it for a living. She'd change her name every other week, but she was just fumbling over her words. And so he's starting to think, okay, you're saying he'll be fine, but he's missing, and you also gave blood. So he's digging into that. Jack warns Juliet and Sawyer. He says, look, this is what Kate said. This is what she did. The videotape that Miles was supposed to erase was still in the machine. And that video captured Sawyer and Kate transferring little Linus to the others. And that needs to not be seen by anybody. But we see the author from Once Upon a Time, Phil, barges into Sawyer's and he's like, I know exactly what happened to that kid. So Sawyer had to knock him out. How much longer are our charades going to go on before shit hits the fan and we're all found out that we're from the future? And I'm expecting it like more and more now, especially after, you know, these last couple episodes. Okay, at the very end, Miles goes with his dad to get some more people off the submarine, and Daniel Faraday McFly is coming out of the sub. Okay, when Charlotte died and the flashes stopped, that was kind of the last we'd heard of McFly. I think it was Sawyer said he's gone, he's not with us anymore. And does Daniel know he's entering the 70s? Don't know. It was just really weird how it left off. But it was very good. Really good episode. Thank y'all for watching this with me, as always. Until the next video and the next time. Bye.